Hi guys, this is gsn.com and I'm here with the unboxing of the LG Q7. This is a mid-range phone. It's a 5.5 incher. It debuted this summer and here we have it for testing purposes. Last year the LG Q6 was an interesting proposal with a beautiful design, and the LG Q7 completes the LG G7 with a similar design. Now this is an unboxing, so we're focusing on what's inside the box. We start off with a cleaning rag, quite useful if you're having a lot of glass to deal with. The handset is pretty compact by today's standards and is priced at around $300 to $400. There are several versions of it, some of them bigger, some of them better spec'd. And here we have the core version, the Q7, with a singular back camera and a MediaTek CPU. Okay, so first impression, it feels quite beautiful and pretty compact, and also with a pretty nice grip. That's the first impression. 5.5 incher, single camera, IP68 certified, DTS X surround sound, and an Aurora black hue. Curved back side covered with glass, if I'm not mistaken, and the fingerprint scanner below the singular back camera. Metal frame between the two parts. The front side smudges very easily, so thank God for the rag. 2.5D glass panel at the front. I'm firing up the phone, and until it fires up, I'm going to have a look inside the box. It's an unboxing after all. So we got the charger, of course, with the promise of fast charge, and this one offers 9 volt 1.8 amperes or 5 volt 1.8 amperes. Inside the box as well, there's an USB Type-C to full USB cable, and also a small metal key. No trace of manual and no trace of headphones, at least for our test review unit. Okay, let's put the rag aside for now and let's see what the handset has to offer. Now, I have to say it resembles the LG G7 a bit. That's the whole idea, because the LG Q6 resembles the G6, so it follows on the same footsteps. Now, if you're wondering about the specs, the screen is a 5.5 inch IPS LCD Full HD Plus resolution 18:9 aspect. It's of the full vision variety, and the handset, like the G7, is military standard certified 810G. Now we also have a MediaTek MT6750 octa-core CPU inside, accompanied by 3GB of RAM and 32GB of storage, plus a microSD card slot which can be host to up to 2TB extra memory, which is kind of nice. It all weighs 145 grams, which feels incredibly light today when there are many phones going up to 200 grams, so 145 grams here, and it measures 7.99 millimeters in thickness, covered in glass and with a metal frame. Very interesting thing about the protection of the screen up front, it's called Panda King glass. I've heard of Asahi glass, I've heard of Gorilla Glass, but Panda King feels like something new. Inside we have a battery which feels okay for this diagonal size, 3000 mAh, and it's supposed to offer you up to 25 hours of talk time on GSM. At the bottom we find the USB Type-C port and also the speaker, a similar setup to what we saw on the G7. There's NFC, Wi-Fi, BGN, and here you can see the LG UX 7.0 on top of Android Oreo. We have apparently an Amazon Assistant in the mix, some LG services, some management features, and some essentials, of course. Speaking about the camera, there's an 8 megapixel selfie shooter right next to the earpiece, and the main camera is a 13 megapixel shooter with LED flash, face detection autofocus, and its own flavor of bokeh, even though it's only software bokeh, not hardware bokeh, because we do not have two cameras. What we do have is something called Q-Lens. It makes it easier to identify products and look them up on Amazon store or other things like that. You have to agree to stuff and probably be hooked online. We have Amazon Visual Shopping, Visual Search, or scan a QR code. And that's Q-Lens in a nutshell. We have some modes here. There's your auto, food, match shot, guide shot, snapshot, grid shot, panorama, and the flash jump cut. A few filters and a few extra options and we should be about done. There's HDR, cheese shutter, tag location, grid, help, and for the life of me I cannot seem to find the bokeh one. Interesting. We'll look it up and we'll be back. It may be only available for the front camera, don't know. We'll have to look it up and we'll be back with an idea. Now let's see what exactly the OS is here, which has LG UX on top of it. So about phone, software info, it's Android 8.1.0 Oreo, and it's got the LG UX on top of it. And the security patch dates from May. That's it in a nutshell. This has been the first impression experience with the LG Q7. I actually remember liking the Q6 quite a bit, and I find it interesting that it's a bit hard to customize this area here. These are the widgets. You saw the settings. Once again, I like the Q6. It has some interesting camera aspects and a sexy facade, and this seems to follow it properly. This is the LG Q7, the core version with a MediaTek CPU, unboxed at gsnhome.com. Priced at around $300 to $400. We'll be back with a full review. Bye bye.